أن النبي صلى الله عليه وآله وسلم I choose a hadith. Some of them are a bit longer, some of them a bit shorter. Tonight, it's been a long day, and I choose a short one that you all know, and I think is still worth the thought process. He says, عليه الصلاة والسلام, قال من حج فلم يرفث ولم يفسق رجع كيوم ولدته أمه أو كيوم ولدته أمه واللفظان صحيحان. So he said, عليه الصلاة والسلام, the person who performed Hajj, فلم يرفث ولم يفسق. So, الحج أشهر معلومات فمن فرض فيهن الحج فلا رفث ولا فسوق ولا جدال في الحج. There are three things that are prohibited in Hajj that you shouldn't do. In this hadith, the Prophet ﷺ, out of ease, tells us two of them. If you just stay away from rafath and fusuq, من حج فلم يرفث ولم يفسق, he goes back, رجع كيوم ولدته أمه. He goes back in terms of his purity, or his forgiveness, as the day he was born, which is similar to the theme I was talking about before Salah, where you're going back to where your parents began. So it's like you go back to the day of your birth, because you were born, you and I were technically born then when Adam and Hawa united and knew and learned and came together and made a plan and denounced Iblis, and that's when we were born, because without that none of this would have happened. So you're going back literally to where you were born, but you also go back figuratively to the state you were in terms of when you were born, which is the fact that you are not carrying sin. Inshallah, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala has forgiven you, as long as you have not obviously transgressed against other people or harmed them. That's a different story. When you have huquq of others on you, you have to kind of take care of that. But outside of that, you're going to be forgiven. But he makes it conditional. فَلَمْ يَرْفُثْ وَلَمْ يَفْسُقْ. Rafath is anything that has a sexual connotation to it. That's what rafath is. Any form of sexuality is rafath. Some of it is fine, you and your spouse, you can have rafath, and some of it is not, obviously, if it's outside of your spouse. But anything that has a sexual intention, a sexual thought, a sexual word, flirtation, all of that falls under this large umbrella of a word called rafath. Right? أُحِلَّ لَكُمْ لَيْلَةَ الصِّيَامِ الرَّفَثُ إِلَى نِسَائِكُمْ. On the night of Ramadan, it's halal for you to pursue your wife whatever way you do whatever you want. Like there's nothing there. Because it's rafath, a large umbrella. So when you perform Hajj, during the time of Hajj, فَلَمْ يَرْفُثْ فَلَا رَفَثَ. You're not allowed to see yourself as a sexual being, nor are you allowed to see others as sexual beings. You're going to see yourselves as servants and creations of Allah, as siblings, because you're going back to where this all began, to where Adam and Hawa first met, and they are your parents. So right now, for the context of this day, or for this journey, we are siblings, the children of Adam and Hawa. So we're going to see ourselves as that. And we're not going to allow ourselves to see one another as sexually attractive. We're going to remove that part of our brain. We're going to turn it off. It's not like you have a button, but you're going to do that as in a conscious choice you're going to make. You're not going to look at, because in Hajj, women have to perform sufur. Like their faces have to be seen. Like they can't cover their faces in Hajj. Right? Even though if they want to do that outside of Hajj, you'll never see her face ever in her life, so she's completely hidden from you. But in Hajj, her hands and her face have to be apparent. Why? Because there's no rafath in Hajj. Because people aren't allowed to even look in that mentality. So if you want Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala to forgive you and send you back to how you were when the day you were born, فَلَمْ يَرْفُثْ لَا رَفَثْ. You're not allowed to think that way. Number two, وَلَا فُسُوقٍ. Here, fusuq is not sinning, even though that's the easiest way to understand it. And it's not wrong if you understood it that way. I couldn't fault you for it. But let's talk about the word a little bit more deeply and profoundly in the context of what he's saying. فَسَقَتِ الْحَبَّةُ مِنَ النَّوَىٰ. Meaning the seed is going to break away from the plant is going to break away from the seed. So fusuq is not just sinning or going astray. Fusuq is standing out. But it's standing out in the wrong way. That's literally what it's used for. So fusuq is when you stand out of the group, but in the wrong way. Not everyone who stands out is going to be applauded. Some standing out is going to be wrong. And fusuq is the standing out when you shouldn't, when it's not appropriate and it's haram, right? In Hajj, you don't want any standing out. You don't stand out, like at all. Blend into the crowd. You are just one of these millions. I'm just another son of Adam, another son of Hawa, another sibling to humanity, another creation of Allah. There's nothing special about me. aside from what Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala saw in me when He created me and the value that He assigned to me and the potential I have to be close to Him. But in terms of no, I'm just like everyone else. فَلَا يَفْسُقْ, don't stand out. For the purpose of this journey, for the purpose of this ritual, don't try and, no. You do that in your work, you do that in your studies, do that everywhere else. Try to stand out, try to be impactful, inshallah, do khair. But for Hajj, ya la ya khuy, just blend in. Just blend into this huge wave of human beings and feel at one with them and feel that's the beauty of this. So when you go perform Hajj, la rafath, you're not a sexual being looking and listening. And no, just put that aside, put that away. Lam yafsuq, fala rafath, wala fusuq, don't stand out, just blend in. And to make it easier to us, the Prophet ﷺ didn't say walam yujadil, because he knows a little bit that that's difficult for us. We're not very good at not arguing. Right? وَلَا جِدَالَ, don't argue. Don't waste time talking about, that's what Allah says. وَلَا جِدَالَ. The Prophet ﷺ, he dropped that one for us in terms of forgiveness. Well, if he didn't, this whole hadith would be very hard to because it's hard for us not to argue as human beings. خَصِيمٌ مُبِينٌ from the day we're born. But that's what you're supposed to be doing in Hajj. فَلَمْ يَرْفُثْ وَلَمْ يَفْسُقْ. You do that, you go there, you blend in. Like everyone else, you become a part of humanity and you remove that part of you that is not pure, that the part. رَجَعَكَ يَوْمْ وَلَدَتْهُ أُمُّهُ. You are reset back in terms of sin and flaw to the day you were born. You can start over again. Yallah, go back, start over again. No hard feelings, nothing. Forget about everything you did before. Forget about everything before this. Hajj yajubu ma qablah. Forget about everything that happened before this moment between you and Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. Start fresh. Start from this moment forward. Ajib, wallahi. It's a beautiful thing. May Allah grant us, inshallah, the barakah of going to Hajj, inshallah. May Allah make us forgive the Hujjaj and make us amongst those whom the Hujjaj ask Allah to forgive, inshallah. Ameen. يروي الشيخان فيما اتفقا عليه من حديث أبي هريرة رضي الله عنه أن النبي صلى الله عليه وآله وسلم قال من حج فلم يرفث ولم يفسق رجع كيوم ولدته أمه. صدق رسول الله صلى الله عليه وسلم وبحمده لا إله إلا أنت أستغفرك وأتوب إليك وصلى الله وسلم وبارك على نبينا محمد وعلى صحبه أجمعين. جزاكم الله خير. بارك الله فيكم. Hajj Hashim Allah Yajzil Khair has brought, I think, some hilu in celebration of a couple of things. Some brothers who got accepted to medical school and the birthday of himself and our brother Walid. So I don't mind if you want to come here and bring us hilu to celebrate your birthday. I'm happy to name your birthday out, Yani. If you're going to bring us food, welcome to come and tell me it's my birthday. Sheikh, I brought you food. I'll tell people that it's your birthday and they can all celebrate it, inshallah, for you. Jazakumullah khair. Have a nice night. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.